Hey, it's me, KC, with Wake Up with KC, and I just want to give you an update. I have a short, what time is it? Okay, I have a few minutes. This week is a little hectic. I'm still working on how to get this thing going with Wake Up KC. Um, my daughter, give you an update on my daughter. We were starting to see a cardiologist. So that's what I'm getting ready to do. We're seeing a lot of different specialists between a cardiologist, a numerologist, not a numerologist, a neurologist, um, and a rheumatologist, something that deals with the blood. So that's what I'm trying to juggle my schedule so I could be there for her, take her to where she needs to go. And she is now 24 weeks, so that's like 6 months pregnant. And she's gaining some weight. Her iron levels are up, so that's a good sign. I've been getting her some nutrient supplements. If you're interested, I have a description down below, or you can go to my website. There's a link. It's the Canva page that I created by myself. I had to learn hands-on, like self-taught. Thanks to Michelle Cunningham, who shared that with me. Thank you, Michelle. Um, it's to your health. So there's a link to that. So far, fingers crossed, everything's, getting better for her. Oh, we still have to go through all this stuff going to see all these specialists. So that's that. And in the meantime, as I'm going through this experience and discovering things about, what's going on with her blood and, these symptoms and whatnot, and actually talking to the doctors because I question them. That's what we need to do is like even question the doctors, like, well, why is this? Well, something about in regards to her in the specific, and I will later on go in more depth on this. But she's like, she's a silent carrier. And I'm like, okay, I understand the silent carrier thing, but she has the symptoms as if she has this as well. So could it be possible that not only is she a silent carrier, um, could it also be that she is experiencing, and what I got is it's very rare, but I'm like, okay, if it's rare, but she's experiencing the same symptoms as if she has this, um, based on the disorder, the blood disorder, and the deficiency. So I'm like, I know this can be healed. I know this can be fixed. So as I'm going through this experience, gathering the data, getting all the information, and from the research and the study that I've been doing, I'm going to be sharing this. I'm going to be very educational with this and informative and give you as much as detail information so you can, if you're dealing with something, start questioning it as well. And I know the key is in our blood. There's so much more to this than um, you realize. And in a way, I'm excited, and I'm even more curious than I was before, but I'm getting through this and I'm helping my daughter in the process. So bear with me. I'm also trying to figure out how I can do these like live events, when to do them, what's the best time to do them, and when I'm going to be able to actually do it with everything else that I'm doing. But it will all work itself out. Everything's going to line up for this, for me to get back on this. And um, I'm trying to put my speech together too for a presentation so I could do speaking engagements as I'm getting all this information and trying to put a presentation together and whatnot. It takes a lot of work. I'm just going to tell you. um, but I'm excited about it. And it's motivating. It's inspiring me, so I could get back on track on why I came here and I'm just a messenger. This much I do know. I'm just a messenger. I'm going to share the information, share so much more to help you along your path. Um, like, why are you here? I'm discovering why I'm here, and wow, that's all I could say is wow. Interesting. Okay. Um, but I just wanted to come in and let you all know that I'm still trying to, get back on track, and I am taking action. So it's just getting back on the saddle. I'm doing things a little differently. And I will be on the show, and I'm going to be having some guests, and I'm just going to be here like coaching and, revealing some things, opening up more about some things from um, the things that I experience and sharing them with you. So this is like, yeah, it's like almost like coming out of the closet with this, what I'm embracing and connecting, and it's interesting. Let's just say very interesting. I'm still trying to understand it, but I it's just mind blowing. Honestly, it is really mind blowing what I've been experiencing, especially this past year and whatnot. And my intentions is it helps you, and I'm going to put myself out there because I feel like it's necessary, even though I don't quite understand it all and everything that I do, but I know there's a connection to it. I know that there's a reason for it. And that's the journey, that's the adventure. I feel like I'm on another adventure here. This is a journey, and I'm just going to go with the flow. Everything will align, everything will, I'll understand it. I'll have more clarity, and hopefully it helps you in along my journey. I invite you to come along too and understand more about yourself and what's really going on. And I'm going to get ready to speak about things that I'm just going to speak about. Based on what I've experienced, what I've gained to understand, I gained some knowledge and more understanding and why things are the way they are. It makes more sense now to me than it did before. And I I don't regret anything because it led me here. I had to experience some of the things that I experienced in order to have an experiential understanding. There's that saying, a conceptual knowing is way different than an experiential knowing. And that's what it's about. For me, I understand more because of that. And I encourage you to um, tune in, and I'm hoping with everything with my daughter and the schedule with these doctors and specialists that I can sort of navigate and get probably February, starting the launch of Wake Up with KC with their sixth season. And yeah, that's the plan. I'm not going to make goals. My intention and my plan is, yeah, let's do this February. Let's see how everything unfolds and aligns. If February is going to be it, then it will happen. Um, but that's what I could do right now because I don't know with all these doctors and what's going on with my daughter. I've got my health with the menopause situation under control. There's one more thing that I'm studying and researching about the progesterone, because women going through menopause, the progesterone and estrogen levels decrease. So the progesterone, from my understanding, um, okay, so it's decreasing. What is progesterone connected to? It's connected to the lining of the uterus. So when your progesterone decreases, something happens to the lining of the uterus. So I don't want that. So I want to bring balance. So I'm looking into things that I can take to bring balance to my uterus and the progesterone within the uterus lining of the being that I'm in. Okay, the woman thing. So I am looking into that once I find the solution of what's going to help me on a holistic alternative basis. I will definitely be able to share that with you. Right now, it's the maca root that's helping with the hot flashes, changing, decreasing caffeine. So I got my organic coffee that I use that has the maca root, the six mushrooms, the green tea. There's something else in there that is very beneficial to you. And then I am for the migraines. I'm right now using Himalayan salt and in my filtered water, and I'm trying to get the Celtic salt. There's something about the Celtic salt that is even better. So I'm doing that for the migraines. And then what else? For my headaches. I don't know, for the hot flashes. Oh, I got this wild yam cream that I put on. I alternate between the abdomen area and the inner thigh area. So I'm alternating that. That is helping. Um, so so far, I feel like I've gotten this menopause thing somewhat under control now to where I could function and do things instead of lying in bed with an ice pack and a heating pad on my head. And then my jaw because the TMJ, everything triggers it. But yeah, that's what is so far going on. I can't think of anything else, but look forward to more things. Uh, oh, I'm going to be once this is launched. The topics that I'm going to be talking about is more of ancient history, of blood types. I'm going to be calling out religion. Do you know what I've discovered and realized about religion and the false identity of who we are and how religion has played a part of that? And we're living in the 21st century. A lot of what we were taught to believe is total nonsense. And there's history to back it up, and there's science to back this up. And knowing what I know now, I look forward to sharing that with you. And yeah, it's time. It's up to us, to unite. We are one big, huge family. And what's been going on, especially, energetically with the masculine energy and the feminine energy, and what's happening with the earth's energy and whatnot, it's so chaotic, but it makes sense to me and I understand more why. And I keep saying, if you don't learn your history, you're destined to repeat it. And it's up to us to change it, to make it better. So we have a better history that is written of how we united together and changed it for the better for the future generations. I'm not just thinking about myself, I'm thinking about the future generations, our grandchildren, our great grandchildren, and those that come way after we are no longer here. That's what I'm talking about. I see a bigger picture. I want to leave when it's time for me to go and I'm no longer my physical self, this physical avatar, if you want to call it, because I'm going to still be around. I'm just no longer going to be in my physical form, my human form, but I'll be able to see what I left behind for the better of humanity and the planet. And that's what I came here to do. And I'm starting on that path. And sorry, but I got to do what I got to do. And I'm going to be me. I'm going to be real. I'm going to be authentic. And I'm going to share with you what I have discovered and realized because of the things I've questioned all along. And now I've gotten the answers, and it just leads to more questions when I get the answer. It's like, oh, that makes sense. Oh, what about that? That's the journey. That's the mysteries of life. And there was a great teacher that talked about this kind of stuff. So stay tuned, and I'll be back soon for more with Wake Up with Casey. Have a wonderful week. And there we go. Toodles.